Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited. Oh wow, I'm so excited. I got to send out all those ornaments and everybody's receiving them right now as I speak. One of my subscribers that has been with me from the beginning, she received hers. That is just so exciting. They say they're so excited, but you know what? I think I'm more excited than they are because I'm the one who sent them and I'm the one who made them. It is such a thrill. But anyway, I got a piece of wood. I wanted to show you this fat wood before I turn it because look at that. It's like icing or something. It's white. It's resin. It's dried up on the outside of it. Kind of crystallized a little bit, and I thought, wow, that is so cool. I love stuff like this. This right here, fat wood, will burn quickly. This is chock full of resin. Most all of the fat wood is. Some burns better than others, okay? My loblolly that I call the pork belly, that burns the fastest. I mean, you barely light that stuff one little strike, and it's lit and it's on fire and it takes off. And you better back up too, because if you're close up to it trying to light it up, it'll light up in your face. But anyway, I just want to show you this piece before I turn it because I'm going to rough it out. And I'm not going to put that in the video because I'm trying to cut down on the time still. I'm having a very hard time here. And I apologize to those who really don't like videos that are long. And I apologize. But you can't please everybody. Right? And I'm the one who doing the videos. So I'm sorry though. So anyway, I'm going to get right to it, and I'll be back, okay, after I roughed it out, and then we'll get started. So, anyway, this has got some dirt and stuff on it, too. I gotta get rid of that stuff. My son had it under his tire. That's what happened, and it got crud crap on it. But, when I rough it out, it's going to all come off. It'll be just fine. It still has the green moss on there. See? Isn't that beautiful? That's naturally what happens usually when it's laying on the ground in the woods or forest or whatever you call it. It for years and years and years, it'll grow that green moss on there. And slowly bugs will try to, and they will eventually. Because what happens, if it's in the woods and it's shaded, okay, this is what I've learned over time. I mean, it makes sense to me. When it's shaded with the trees and stuff in the woods, the sun can't get to it very well. And the resin pretty much stays in there, and it will sit there for years and years and years. Now, when it dries out some, that's when the bugs are slowly able to move in there, because what happens when the sun is beaming on it, the resin starts seeping out of it. When the resin leaves, that's when the bugs can get in and destroy it, and it's gone. But if the sun can't get into it and destroy it, it'll be preserved for years. And especially if it's in water. Okay, if it's in the woods and in a boggy area and it's wet a lot, it'll sit there forever. I really truly believe it'll just sit there forever. The resin preserves this. So anyway, we're gonna get right to it. I'm sorry about this long speech, and I'll be back, okay? And I hope y'all can join me. All right, I hope to see you then. Alright, I thought I had my video camera on and I was talking and going at it, and well, I didn't push the button. I can't push the button. But anyway, this is a beautiful piece of wood, and there's a little bit of that crystallized area. This kind of wood right here, it's probably loblolly is my guess. And this wood right here, you can shine light through very well. The resin, it's just full of resin, and well, you can see it crystallize on the outside. Of course it's full of resin. I'm seriously thinking on making another lighthouse because it's so nice. It's just such a perfect shape for a lighthouse, and I won't waste near as much wood. Now I'll still waste some. I have to rough it out and bring it down to size and everything. But this one right here would be where I can open it up. This time I open up the whole tube and all the way up to the light. And the light part, you know, I can make separately. Well, I can make that the same, but I'd like to add those dark pieces again, maybe. What do you think? Or we can just leave this one simple. Let's leave this one simple. We'll shape it, and we'll make another lighthouse. I think that would be awesome. How about that? And then I'll just use a shorter piece next time to make a bell, because I want to make a bell also. And there's 2 or 3 more projects I want to do. So anyway, let's do another lighthouse. Alright, I'm back. I think that I can do some wood turning again. I think most of the worst weather has passed some. Sorry about the sirens in the background. Every time I come out here lately, there's sirens. That's not good news for somebody. Well, hopefully they'll get their help and they'll be okay. I'm trying to figure this up. Of course, I'm gonna hopefully hollow this out too. I think I can do it. Yeah, because I'm not going to put strips in this one. So I'm just going to put the dark colored wood up here though. So I'm going to add those. So I don't have to make, how am I going to do that? I'll just sandwich them in there. I'll have to make a I'll have to make a tenon so I can turn it around and put a hole in it. But I have to make sure I figure it up and do the steps properly. I need to put a base on there, and I want the base to be dark also. But in order to do all that, I have to do it properly. So, I think that I'll add the pieces first. Glue them on. Then, after I get everything shaped some, not all the way with the top and all, I'll flip it around. Then I can drill a hole in it. What do you think? That's my thinking. Now, I could be wrong. I could be messing up. But I got to make sure I figure that out right. That's for sure. All right, and I'll be back, okay? All right, I cut 4 slices out of some of that dark far gone fat wood. It has the rings. So you can tell it was pine at one time. Man, it's some gorgeous stuff. I know to the naked eye, to the untrained eye, they would look at that and they're like, that's just trash. But you know what? Like the idiom goes, one man's trash is another man's treasure, right? I know it doesn't quite apply to this, but it's along the same lines. Anyway, I cut 4 chunks. I'm hoping to use this as the base, and guess what? I'm going to use that awesome glue from Awesome Steve's Woodworking. I don't even know how to pronounce the name. Where did I put that? I'll put it in my box here. It's Star Bond refill bottle. Let's see, high performance premium. Now I can't pronounce that name. cyanoacrylate. Cyanoacrylate. Kind of like acrylic in there, huh? But anyway, this is some awesome stuff. Thank you, Steve, once again. This is amazing. You know, I went online and I want to get some more of this stuff because I'm using this. I'm already using it. Isn't that amazing? I got a bottle somewhere. There it is. There's my bottle. That is awesome. You know, when I first got the package, though, he was asking me, have you received a package yet? And I haven't. And I said, well, I hadn't seen anything. But I had already received a package, and I thought that I had ordered it unbeknownst to me. I thought that I had ordered it because I was looking at glue. This is what's so strange. I was looking at glue the same time that he had sent this to me. And I thought, well, I ordered that and I don't remember ordering this. That's weird. That's strange, you know. But, sometimes you can get on Amazon or get on the internet and order something. And then if you click on something you're going to start to get, and then you back out and you don't want to get it. If you don't clear that box, guess what? When you go to order something else later, it will add that you backed out on if you don't clear your cart. So I didn't clear my cart, so I thought, and it added it to when I had ordered some lights. Well, come to find out, he kept asking me, and, asked me another time again, did you receive it? And I'm like, you know what? I wonder if that box is from him. And I had to find the box. I couldn't find the box for a while. I'm like, where in the world did I put that box? And I found it in my truck because I had opened that up eagerly in my truck. I'm like, what in the world is this stuff? I opened it up, the box opened again, and there was a little slip of paper, and guess what? It said a gift from Steve's Woodworking. And I'm like, this is it right here. So I was so excited, and I thought, man, I feel like such a dummy. But I just want to say thank you so much. This is amazing stuff, and you're an amazing man. And I just thank you. No telling what all kind of wood turning you have done. I could sit there and watch you all day long, probably. And I would just learn so much from you, especially the bowl turning, like I've said before. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get right to soaking these with this amazing stuff that Steve's Woodworking sent me. Steve, you're amazing. Thank you. So it soaks into the pores. You don't want to get on your fingers. I really need to put my gloves on, and so I'm probably going to stop a moment and put my gloves on, okay? So hold on just a minute. Okay, and now I got my gloves on. I'm fixing to soak it in. It soaks in there, in the pores and everything, and it gets very good and solid and hard. I love that. You know what? I can't tell you how many pieces of wood I just discarded or threw away because it's brittle. I can't use it. If I had this glue, if I knew about this stuff, man, I could have saved that stuff. Look, it's already gone through to the other side. Well, it may have drained down. There's a crack right there. That's what it is. And see, I can fill in these cracks later. You know the method I use, and I just fill in the cracks some. I just put some wood shavings in there. It'll be good to go. So what I want to do is douse these down real good. Make sure they're good and solid. And, that's a puddle on there now. It'll soak it up though. Give it a minute or two or three.
I'm not far behind. I know that I can change. Remembering all of those nights beneath the window frame. Don't know why we keep going round and round in the same place. Can't decide to live my life on the ground.
Okay, this piece right here, I got off of a long piece when I made that striped finial. This is a leftover piece of it, and I'm thinking I'll make it the light for the lighthouse. The lighthouse tower part where I'd shine the light through it. Because it's a beautiful piece of striped fat wood. And, you know, it'll shine through it also, and it'll be beautiful. And it'd be a little different since it's the light. It'd be a little different than this wood. I like to be able to mix up my wood to make different designs. It makes it pop, and it makes it look just absolutely gorgeous. You know, you want to add some flavor to it, you know. And make it interesting and eye-catching. And that's what I like to do. I mean, I don't know about everybody else. So what I'll do is make a recess wide enough that I can fit this in. But I want to open this up. Okay, I had to wait for my compressor to kick off. Okay, I need to make a depression or a recess here, a hole a little bit seeping down so that I can fit this in. And then I need to glue this on there and let it dry for a while, because I want to put it down in there just a little bit, real good. You know, about, what, a half an inch or so? 3/4 of an inch, something like that. And so it's in there real good, and then open that up. Okay, I went ahead and decided to get another piece so I can make a tenon. This is so short just for the deck that I really can't make a tenon on it. That's the problem. But look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the green moss on the outside. Isn't that gorgeous? Most people would just look at that and say, oh, that's nasty. That's fine. And it's got some got a couple of cracks in it. But I can fill those up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make a tenon so I can put it on the chuck so that I can measure to put in this hole here. Okay, I'm going to leave this hole. I don't know if I'm doing the proper thing or not. I could be doing the wrong thing. I'm going to leave that hole big on purpose. I mean, small on purpose, excuse me. So, because I'm going to open it up more than that. But for right now, I'm going to leave it alone. Because I don't want to cap it with the top, the deck and the top, and then it snaps, it breaks it. So, we're going to do that. And that's what I'll do. You know, it's slowly, I think, coming together in my mind. So let's get to it. Let's get to this. I'm excited. How about you? I would be. This right here is going to fit kind of tight, just a little bit tighter than I meant for it to fit, because I don't want it to. But I can always cut it off if there's a problem. I can cut it off right there like I'm going to do anyway. I can form the cap. I'm just so excited about this. I want to hurry up and get it going. Woohoo! Get it going. Some exciting stuff. Ooh, that stuff's starting to smell now. Okay, I'll be back. I got to walk away and get out of the way and let it do its thing. The good thing about doing it like this is I'm going to be able to do... I need to do the top so I can shape it properly. But see, if this was thin... If the wall was thin, it would break it. That's why I left it thick on purpose for now. So what I want to do is at least shape the top. Okay, I am trying to brainstorm and think about how I'm gonna, I still want to try to open it up. But in order to open it up, okay, I have to turn it around with this not hollowed yet all the way out. because I gotta put it on the spigot jaws to hold it. I gotta make sure it's wide enough to fit on there. I'm trying to think of how the steps to go. The next step, I have to take the proper steps. It's kind of like chess, you know. You have to think about things ahead of time, you know. You have to think, well, if I make this move, what are the consequences, you know? So, I mean, you have to be able to turn things around. Then I have to turn it back around. Put the spigot jaws in here to be able to open this the rest of the way up, see? Now, the top was so stuck on there, and I was trying to get it off gently with my little hammer and stuff, and it chipped it off. So I may have to make another top. But anyway, I got it turned around because I'm going to open this thing up, okay? We're going to open this baby up. So we'll worry about a top later. So it's trial and error. And that's okay. We're just going to keep going forward. Let's see, we're going to open this up. And then I'll turn it around and I'll open that up.
I'd be stuck like this. Say it loud, let me out. Wake up to go back to bed. Let depression win again. I'm crying out, 'cause I need you. Wake up to go back to bed. Let depression win again. I'm crying out, 'cause I need you. I could have been it. I couldn't resist. Not too proud to let me down.
Okay, it will shine a light in it as it is. That thick, except for one area on the side. So what I want to do is open up a little more down here a little bit. That's all. I'm not going to touch this up here. Let me show you. Let me, well, I thought I brought my regular flashlight out here too, but I'll just use this. Let me turn this out. Okay. See? Look at that. But this area here is not shining. But the rest of it is shining through. This, I would say, is almost an inch thick. And it's already shining through this fat wood. Because this fat wood right here is very resinous. It is sticky and gummy in there. Deep down in there. So when I was trying to, I had to rake it out. And it's like gum. It's like a piece of gum, you know. It's all gummed up in there. And sticking up in there. So I don't want to mess with this area up here at the top though. So I just want to see if I can't just open up a little to about where the wheels are, okay? And see if that will help it to shine over here. It may be there's just no resin right here anymore on the wood, and it's just not shining right there. And the resin's not going to be everywhere. But the rest of it, I mean, it's shining through beautifully. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I hadn't even opened that up yet. That is fantastic. And I should be able to open it up enough and still turn around and put it on the spigot jaws, because these jaws have some room to open up more. There's more room. So let's see if we can't open it up gently a little bit down at the bottom.
I could have been it. I couldn't resist.
That's beautiful. Now open up a little bit over here. Some light is shining. But you know what I think I would like to do? Put some windows coming up on this end. I was seriously thinking of it. I have to change it up a little bit. It's starting to get kind of thin. I'll tell you what, that carbide tip tool really hollows things out. Now I left it pretty thick down here at the bottom. It's probably about almost an inch thick. Almost. It's a tad, I'd say 3/4 of an inch thick. All the way into about right here. Excuse me. I had that light shining on you. So it's about that deep and about 3/4 of an inch thick on the end here at the bottom. So I'm not too concerned about whether that has a whole lot of light or not. So I'm going to shine that in there. See, there's light at the bottom too. So it's not a big deal. Okay. That's pretty cool though. That is so cool. So on this end is the end I can possibly put some windows. Alright, I'm getting it turned back around. It's going to fit, which is great. Great news. And then I'll fix that area, shape it again. Now this is not that thin that it'll crack, but if you got a thinner wall, you better not tighten the spigot jaws on it too tight. You'll crack it. That's another reason why I left it thick. And then see, I can make a base and fit it in that hole. And then the inside of the base will have the LED light in it. It will shine in the base. Then I'll put a LED light when I make a top again to shine down in this part. This part right in here. Let's see what we got here. Let me get my head flashlight back off. Shine the light up in there. Alright, that's looking good. And then we got the bottom that's going to shine. I got to fix that. So we got this opened up finally. We got this opened up. And then I got to make a top. I wish that top didn't mess up. I want it longer. I like long points. But I need to attach a piece of wood. I got some wood over here somewhere I've used before. So I'm going to attach a piece of wood to it. I'm going to attach this thing to it. I think my son or somebody was using it for something. Drill a hole in this. This will be cut off. I'll just cut it off. Drill a hole in it and attach something like this. See, this is the very reason why I save stuff. Yeah, it has all them bad places, but they're going to be gone. It's just going to be more of a point, okay? So I want a lighter piece to have a point, but I'm going to attach it to this. So let's go ahead and drill a hole, make a dowel. I got to measure that. I think I got this where it's okay and it'll fit the top as a cap. Ow. This rain around here. I don't mind rain. We need some rain. But I tell you what, it has been raining for like 2.5 days now. I don't like rain all the time. I could never live in Seattle. So let's form the dowel. Okay, I went ahead and shaped it a little bit, cut it down just a tad, and then cut it off. Okay, it sits on there, but it's loose. But that's okay, because it's sitting up, right? It's not like we're turning it upside down like the ornaments. It sits on there very well. Now I can take this and put it back on the chuck and kind of shine it. I want to shine up this dark area some, because that makes it really nice and pretty. Okay, here's the section. There's a little lip right here, okay? And this is right here I was going to have as a deck, but really that's not the way it's supposed to be, okay? So what I want to do is be able to make a wider round area to slip down until it hits this lip. So I'll make it wide enough that it'll stop at this lip right here. So that's what I want to do. And I want to make it, you know, coming out a little bit wider, you know. And then maybe make a little fence that goes all the way around. So it'd be more detailed work, you know. I just want to make it really, you know, decorative and stand out some, really beautiful with more details. I think that would be so fun. Now the only problem with that, I mean, I was thinking on putting some little windows in it too, and maybe a little door at the bottom, but I have to open those up too, and I just don't know. I might not do the door part. I might just put a few, like 3 windows. And what I think I can do, and I don't know, I'm gonna test it on some other wood. I'm not gonna just all of a sudden just start on this. I might ruin it. So I got my Dremel, and what I'll do is I'll test on another piece of wood, and I'll get a bigger drill bit, and I'll drill a hole in the wood, and then I'll take my Dremel and kind of square it off at the bottom of the window, and, you know, round it off a little bit at the top, and then square it off it'll be flat across the bottom of the window. So I can't do that whole thing with just a drill bit. I have to shape it a little bit. Alright, I'm going to try this piece out. The other 2 pieces didn't work out. I'm frustrated. But anyway, I'm not giving up. This is cedar. I do know this is cedar because this is some facing that came off of my house. And I had to have it replaced in some areas because there was some damage done. And so they had to special mill it from cedar. You can't just go to the store and find facing that is made of cedar that is the right size facing for my house. So anyway, I'm going to rough it out. Well, I don't have to rough it out. I'm going to bring it down to size, and then hopefully we'll have a deck. I'm going to open it up right through here, and then hopefully we'll have a deck. Okay, I didn't film this part, but I went ahead and I decided to put some windows in it. They're not perfect by any means, but I got them best that I could, okay? So I got windows in it. I got this piece that I cut. I stained it. I got it sitting there drying. And after a while, that'll be the deck, and I'll put little holes in it around it so I can put little pegs in it. And then I'll like drill holes in it on the side of the sticks at the top, so I can run like a little string or a rope or something around it for a fence. So when it's sitting up here on this piece, and it should fit pretty snug. I might have to tap it down a little bit with my little hammer that I have, and then you know, put that on. After I got little holes in it, put the pegs in it, put the string in it, put it on. So, and then I'll cap it off. And I need to make a base too. I really do. But she's cute. She is absolutely adorable. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on as it is. Sorry for the mess. Excuse my mess in the kitchen. So let's look at it so far. Look at that. Now you tell me what you think. Can you see it? Isn't that gorgeous? That is fantastic. That is so beautiful. And I'm not even finished with it yet. But I like those little windows in there. Now the orangey part is over here. Or the red part, or the glowing part of the wood is over here. And I put the windows on the other side where it wasn't glowing as much. And that's fine, because it glows on the rest of it. Look at there. Some beautiful stuff right there. I love that wood. The main part is glowing, and yes, this is glowing. The wood. Okay, I finally just put this piece back on. It had a little gap when it kind of broke open, because this cedar wood was like soft or something weird. So I added some wood shavings here, smoothed it out. Then I got it darkened. I stained it dark with my stain. I got some stain here to match this dark fat wood here. Okay, this right here is the dark fat wood. This is not stained. This is stained. This is the cedar wood piece. So anyway, they match pretty well. I like that. So anyway, I bought some dowels. I bought 2 sets of dowels, and I thought, well, I don't know what size I'll use, but I think I'll use the skinnier ones. So I'm going to use the skinnier ones and cut them, and I'll have them, you know, like maybe a ½ inch high or something, and put them around. And hopefully, but before I put them on there, I'm going to drill some holes, little holes in it. Hopefully I can run some kind of line through it for like a fence, or, you know. So I wanted to do a little more detailed work on this one, because I love lighthouses. I think a lot of people do. I think a lot of people are like, wow, that is so cool. And this one here has the lights. It'll have lights in it, and it'll light up. And that's going to be cool. Now, I've already lit it up. This side of the fat wood doesn't light up through the fat wood as well as the other side. But that's okay. I wanted to put the windows on this side on purpose. You'll see. I already got the light on this. And it lights up in here. And I'm not going to show you until the end of the video unless you skip through and cheat. And you can do that if you want to. You can cheat and go all the way to the end and look. But anyway, I hope you watch the video, though, all the way through to the end. I'm gonna have to make a base also. Okay, I'll make a base, and then I got to glue this on the base. So there's a light in the bottom also. So I need to do the fence, and I also need to do the base. So I'll have to find a piece of wood for that. Alright, we're going to get to it. I got to color these also. It looks like most of the fencing around the lighthouse deck is dark. So, anyway, alright, we'll get to it, and I'll see you then, I hope. Okay, I did this off camera. But I had my gloves on, and what I did at first, though, I drilled little holes in them. I measured each one on the long stick, and then cut them off so they're all about the same size. This one looks a tad short, but I got 9, but this one's kind of messed up, but I saved it anyway just in case I need it. I'm going to put 8 of them around this area right here, but I'm going to drill holes in it all the way around. I got to measure like from here to here is what I'll do. Opposite, complete opposite, and then here, and then the complete opposite here, and then between the two, that'll be 8. So I'll drill holes in this up here at the top, and then I'll put the little dowels in there, the railing on the lighthouse. But anyway, I dipped it. I had my gloves on, and what I did is I just got a little bit of the stain on my gloves and just rubbed them around in my gloves, you know, and it just fully covered every one of them, you know, from top to bottom, instead of sitting there with a Sharpie, because that'd take a while to do each little piece. It's just a little monotonous and, you know, time consuming a little bit. So I got the holes in them, I got them stained, they got to dry, and then I will drill the holes in it, and then I'll stick them in, and hopefully, you know, with some glue, and then I'll put some string or something through the holes. That's all I can think of to do. Isn't that cool? That's just a cute little project. I love stuff like that, just little crafts stuff. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Now, there was a crack that formed right here, and I put some of that Starbond glue on there, and I went ahead and soaked the bottom with the Starbond glue, because this old fat wood is dry, very dried out. So, but that's okay. It can be part of the project. It's just the character of the wood, and it just adds character to the project. And that's fine, you know. It's not like I'm selling this or something. And it's to me, it's gorgeous. I love it. Even with the crack, it's beautiful. Now I have to put some more Gorilla Clear glue on this area, because somehow or another it got dried out. It probably got some glue on there, and I wiped it off, some of the Starbond glue. And so when I wiped it off, it took off the clear glue. That's probably what happened. But I just put a little bit in that area. It'll be good to go. Look at there. See, isn't that beautiful? Good to go. That's some good stuff right there. And this is mostly dried up. It's still slightly tacky down here at the bottom. It's a little sticky. Just a little bit. This is dry. This one's dry. It's dry on the inside. This top is dry except for where I just put some more of the Gorilla Clear glue. So that's good to go. So anyway, and I'll get back with you as soon as I start putting the holes in and stuff, I reckon. Okay, I had to shave it down on the end, and then I just stuck them in there. They're not glued in there yet. And what I can do after I get them glued in there and they're dry, I can add a tiny bit of stain to them. It's not going to be a big deal. So, and no, they're not sitting straight up and down yet. I was just putting them in there to test it out, that's all. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and start gluing them in. What do you think? Alright, we got it established. These are in there now. They're dry. They're good and hard. I got the holes lined up. Go all the way around. And I thought about, well, what am I going to use? And I decided I would use some thick kind of fishing line from this squid. This is when my son and I used to go saltwater fishing a lot, so what I'll do is I'll cut this off. I hope it'll be enough. If not, I just don't know. Now, I don't know how I'm going to join it together. All right, that can come off. I just don't know, but I think it'll be enough. I think. Yeah, it'll be enough. I can feed this through the hole. Excuse me. I was trying to keep myself from coughing. Feed it through the hole. Oh, come on now. Where's the hole? There it is. Feed it through the hole. Let me take this top off so it doesn't fall, because this is fitting on there loosely. It's not tight. Oop. Where'd that come from, squid? Okay, this is not bending very well, so I gotta start right here. Some of that stout kind of fishing line for catching some, you have to have metal leaders and stuff when you're fishing for like king mackerel and stuff. This hole is not correct on this one. Oh, I didn't line that one up. I got a problem I just ran into. So I'm sitting here talking the whole time, and I didn't have my video camera on. So anyway, I used this steel leader that I used for saltwater fishing. My son and I used to go saltwater fishing a lot, and we'd fish for king mackerel and Spanish mackerel and stuff, and they got teeth. You have to have it set up properly. What, baby? What are you talking about? No, I'm doing a video. You don't have to wait. She wants treat. They all want treat. When I come in the kitchen, they want treat. They got me trained very well. So anyway, I mean, make a long story short, you have to have steel leaders going to the hook, because they got teeth and they will bite right through the other kind of line. Your line is not steel, and so they have to, you know, you have to use steel leaders. So anyway, baby, you just got to wait a minute. Okay, well, I'll be back. I got to figure out what I'm going to do here. I don't remember. I got a lot of fishing stuff, but I don't remember about crimping it together. So we'll go from there, but that is going to be cool. That is so cool. It's lined up very well here, but it dips down just a little bit right here. Just a little, because these two pegs here are a little bit shorter than the others, which I'm a little disappointed in, but we're going to leave it as it is. That's fine. It's not like I'm selling it, right? I said that earlier. All right, I'll be back. All right, everyone, I got it finished. Okay, I got this fence, what I call the fence, attached. What I did was, I don't know if I told you earlier or not, I tell you what, let me turn this light back on. I was getting it ready to turn on the light of the lighthouse. Okay, I attached this with the Loctite glue. It's not the best in the world, but it's working for now. So far, it's holding together. I wouldn't say it's cogent, but it's holding together. And now, that's great. Isn't that great? Look at that. Okay, like I said before, these two here are sitting a little bit lower than the rest, which I'm disappointed in, but that's fine. The rest of it is level and looks great. It's fantastic. Okay, there's the top. Now it's too long for the video camera to get the whole thing in unless I back up like that. Okay, then I got to reach far away and I don't have long arms. Okay, there's the top. The reason why it's white right there is because I put some of that Star Bond glue to soak in this wood, and it made it white and chalky looking. And that's fine. I mean, it's going to be inside the cup like this anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I did that crack also. So it's got a light in the top, in the lighthouse, part of the lighthouse. I opened the tube up, if you remember. And then I got a base. Now the base, what I did is I took one of my dark pieces of fat wood, and I wanted dark because now I have not glued this on here, so I'm not completely finished. Sorry about that. I got to glue this on here. So what I did is I took one of my dark pieces of fat wood, because see, I wanted it dark. And the reason why is because it balances the piece. Okay? It balances the whole piece. So you got your dark here, light at the top, dark, and then when you got dark at the bottom, it just balances the piece perfectly. Excuse me. So that looks very good. It's like sitting on land, a piece of land or something. And so I had to have something so that I can glue this piece on, and I measured this with the caliper. The hole, whoa, I'm gonna break this yet. I measured the hole here with the caliper on in there a little bit, and I just took one of my ferro rod handles. I made tons of them things, so I had some in a bag. So I just took one that wasn't all that great, and I just cut it, and I just formed this little section here, glued it on the base. And when it fits in here, like this, and the light is on there, then it fits firmly. It's not real firm. Not 100% firm like I want it to be. But it's on there okay. But I'll put some glue on this. And once it dries, it'll fit a little bit better. Because that glue will be on the outside of this. So I got this light. It will go here. And I'll glue that on too. Here's the other side where the windows are. Alright, let's put the top on. Okay, we got the, let me back up some. So we got the top. There's the crack still. We'll turn away from the crack for now. We got the pegs in for the fence going all the way around it. Got the wire steel leader going through the holes all the way around. I glued it together with Loctite glue. I'll see if I can figure something else to put there. So let's turn this baby on, okay? The moment we've all been waiting for. Let me turn out the lights. Now let me turn on this stovetop. Look at there. Look at there. Isn't that beautiful? Now, this side was the fat wood side that was like dried out. The resin has left. This little section area here in the front where the windows are. I decided I wanted the windows there. I kind of wish it was on the other side. Now, let's turn it around because I opened it up and it will glow through the fat wood. Look at there. Isn't that so cool? Let me just put it on red for now. Or pink. Let's put it on pink. You can't even tell the difference. So I got it on there. It's glowing through the wood, even in the base. Isn't that gorgeous? So I got it. I got her all opened up, ready to go. This is a beautiful lighthouse. Now let's turn it. This is probably the best side of the base area right here, with the glowing through it. And then we got your windows. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Look at that. That is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's see. Let me see the remote here. Let's make it strobe. Let's fade. Excuse me. Fade. Fade. That bottom didn't want to respond to me. Which one is that one? That one's doing differently than that one. Let's do this one right here. That's funny. There we go. Isn't that cool? That is so great. I love this. I love putting lights and things. It just really is so beautiful. You know, it just makes it so cute and so just interesting. I love that. I think a lot of people love lights and things like that. And the amazing thing about fat wood, this is why I love fat wood. And I've said it before. This is fantastic. I love fat wood because you can shine light through the wood. You cannot do that with regular wood unless it's a really thin wall. I would say this is probably like down at the base where it's shining through. Okay, let's bring it over here. Down at the base here, shining through, I would say it's probably, let me stick my finger in it. It's probably about 1/4 of an inch thick in there, if not just a tad thicker. If regular wood was that thick, you could not shine a light through it, okay? It would be like this area over here without the windows. You would hardly, well, you can see some of the glow when you cover the windows. It still shines through the fat wood some. That's amazing stuff. Yeah, that's amazing stuff right there. But yeah, this right here is thinner though. I have to admit. Now the base is about 1/4 of an inch thick with the walls. This right here is thinner. This is probably, oh, it's not that much thinner. Actually, it's a little less than 1/4 of an inch, I'd say. Just a little less, not that much less. So it's not too thin where it could be broken that easily. But it's thin enough that, yeah, you can shine a light through it. And you can shine a light. I bet if it was almost a 1/2 inch thick, you could still shine a light through this fat wood. That is how wonderful fat wood is. This is why I love fat wood. This is one of the reasons why. It's some amazing stuff. Okay, I just want to thank you for visiting my channel, all you new visitors and all you regular visitors. I mean, there are people who don't ever want to subscribe, and that's fine. I mean, that's your prerogative, and that's wonderful. I don't have a problem with that. I've visited many sites and same sites over and over again, and I've never subscribed. So just thank you that you just visit regularly. Thank you. And thank you for all my regulars. Y'all give me, you know, you really just enrich my channel, and I thank you for that. So anyway, I better go. And I just thank you. And I hope to see you again. And y'all have a wonderful day, okay? And smile. Smile. All right. Bye-bye.